I'm Matt Dixon, and welcome to the Purple Patch Podcast. The mission of Purple Patch is to empower and educate every human being to reach their athletic potential. Through the lens of athletic potential, you reach your human potential. The purpose of this podcast is to help time-starved people everywhere integrate sport into life. Hi there, Matt Dixon, and we're going to call this day 0 of our Haute Route coverage. Yes, here I am. I'm in Hotel Westminster on the Promenade Anglais in Nice, and literally just hours away from setting off on this adventure with 600 other cyclists, 800 kilometers of cycling through Haute Route Alps. It's going to be, well, let's call it an adventure. But it's been an adventure up to this point, I promise you. The 7 of us arrived from around the world into Geneva, had a very nice dinner to welcome it, but we were also met with the rain, torrential rain. So we decided to crack on. We skipped out on our planned early morning ride, and instead we started to venture on down to Nice. Of course, that involved quite a bit of packing of the van. 7 big guys plus Ian, our support vehicle and team from Le Fouga. We got into that van, 7 bikes, luggage for 20, because of course we always have to overpack, and some rather sweaty men as well. It was a little bit cramped, but it was all good. 7 or 8 hours heading down to the Côte d'Azur. But of course, us being so paranoid about our hydrationals, we cracked on, and we had rather too many pee stops along the way, of course, dragging the journey out a little bit as we went. Finally, we got down to Nice about 4:30 in the afternoon. The sun was out. Promenade Anglais, very, very busy. We got onto our bicycles, and we were very lucky to go on a really nice ride, about an hour and 40 minutes. Ended up doing about 700 meters of climbing, all of course, smoking jackets, nice and fluid. We got some views of Cap Ferrat and all of the sort, and we all stayed safe until one of our team, old poor Chris, had a little bit of a spill. So we've had 1 crash so far, and here are the ratings on the scale on that. Public embarrassment and shaming, 9 out of 10, Promenade Anglais. Physical damage, that was a 0, that was very, very lucky. And on the Baxter scale of impressiveness, I'm afraid it's a rather lowly 3. Chris Kakoulis, first crash of the day, I hope it's the last for the group. Now we hope that we don't have to do too many of our little crash reports. In fact, we're hoping for 0, but at least Chris was absolutely fine. Nothing bruised apart from his ego, of course. Now with that, I think it's a wonderful time. There are 7 of us, myself, and 7 wonderful people that I'm really delighted to be joined with at the Haute Route, and I think that you should meet our team.
Okay, Martin Dixon, Crantock, Cornwall, the United Kingdom, 55 years of age.
Hi, I'm Peter Dixon. I'm 54 and I'm from London, England.
Rob Sound, Sydney, Australia, 67.
Panos Kakoulis, Brentwood, UK, 54.
Christopher Kakoulis, London, UK, 25.
I'm Simon Haig, 52, coming from Newquay in Cornwall.
Matt Dixon, 48, and from San Francisco, California, by way of Southend in Essex. So the name of our team, we are called the Drunken Donkeys. Sounds very British, doesn't it? Yeah, going down the pub. But in fact, it's nothing really to do with alcohol. That's a Purple Patch saying. It is the 3-legged donkey that we always talk about. That is lower zone 3. And our prediction is that we're going to be spending quite a lot of time in lower zone 3 as we navigate through the climbs and the challenges that face us through the Alps over the coming week. So the team itself, well, 25 years of age to 67 years of age, very, very busy. All of us are time-starved, and each of us have had to get ready for this event, navigating some torrential rain and really cold weather through Australia. It's very damp down there at this time of the year. And of course, people being very busy in their work life. All of us have had to think out the box a little bit. And as we go through this week, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the training. But the interesting theme is every single one of us have leveraged multi-sport to get ready for this riding challenge. I myself utilize a lot of running to help me get ready for this. My brother Peter, very good swimmer that he is, swimming, bike and running. Panos and Chris swim, bike and run. The story goes on. And I think that's a really important component, is if you are time starved, a multi-day riding challenge like this, well, I guess we'll find out if we can be successful, but I'm pretty convinced that we're going to have a very good experience on this trip. And you can get ready, it can fit into multi-sport training. In fact, you can leverage training in that manner to get ready for a multi-day event. And on the backside, it feeds in nicely, if you're a triathlete, to Ironman 70.3 or Ironman events that are going to be upcoming, even next year as well. All right, so what else can I tell you? Well, what else did we do over the course of the day? A lot of people have asked, how do you set up the day before, the actual day off? And it's very simple. We got up, we went for a very easy spin along the Promenade d'Anglais. It was very pretty, nice and smooth. I think my brother Martin was particularly eager and highly confident of his success over the course of this week. Martin, there's a shift in mood. It's warm-up morning. Are you ready to go tomorrow?
Absolutely. I was born ready, obviously, as you know, Matthew, but absolutely, it's all about the actuality now. I'm focused, I'm on potion. Let the mind games begin, because tomorrow is the day.
And following the Promenade d'Anglais, we went on and had a very nice breakfast. I woke up in the, well, we'll talk about hydration in a couple of minutes, but I woke up and had a very enjoyable breakfast, a little bit of a downtime. We got all of the bikes ready. And then, of course, we had to head off to checking in, registration. You get a lot of stuff. Bike tags, bike bibs, number bibs to go on the back, the whole registration. Then, of course, it was a nice lunch. A little bit of a nap for me. I'm still catching up on jet lag, and I just think sleep, 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 rest, 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 because I'm feeling a little bit run down just from too many nights in a row of 4 or 5 hours of sleep, and that's nowhere near enough for me. And now we head off to dinner, and then, well, it's guns blazing tomorrow. And so, a couple more questions that folks have come in advance. What bike am I riding? So my bicycle is the Ventum NS1. Gear selection, most of the guys are riding 50-34s on the front for you gearheads. I'm actually riding a 52-36 with an 1130 on the back. The other guys are 1130 or 1132 on the back. I just tend to be a little bit more of a big gear guy. And so far as pre-hydration and fueling, so here's my layout of the day. I woke up, I had 1500 milligrams of precision hydration, went out, drank a bottle through the 30 or 40 minute spin that we did, came home, had a large breakfast, had plenty of coffee with that, of course. Through the day, I drank 2 bottles of 500 milligrams of precision hydration, nothing crazy, a little bit of sparkling water with my lunch. My lunch was chicken, hummus, and what do we have with that? Rice, very simple. And then tonight, I'm gonna crack on, and I'm sure I'll have steak frites, something to stick to me bones. Before bed, 1500 milligrams of precision hydration. That will be right before sleep, and then the same in the morning, and then we are off to the races. Stage 1 tomorrow, 184 kilometers. It has got 2 major climbs. That is the Col de Saint-Martin, and then the Col de Lombard, a very, very long, I think 25 kilometer. It's on the top tube, I should know, but a very long challenge. And so if you want to follow along, we'll be posting stuff on the Purple Patch Instagram at Purple Patch. We'll be posting daily on here, and we'll have lots of footage, lots of action from the days. And so from now, I said I was confident. Now I'm just excited. Let's go and crack on with this. Let's stay safe, have fun, and hope it's a fun experience. I guess I get to say, I will talk to you tomorrow. Take care.